Well, hello, and welcome back, Joe. Yet another of one of these project car things. I'm starting off a new series. It's been quite a while. I think it's been over a year since I did the last series, if not an episode of that last series. So, I figured it's about time we probably start a new one, rather than trying to continue and figure out where we are. I think we did the FR to the FC last time, which is why I'm hovering over that. This time, we're going to start in Janetta Jr., and we're going to just start there and kind of work our way. I've got my little profile made already. So all it takes now is to hop right in. And I apologize right now in advance, at least for the next couple weeks. We're going to be dog sitting. We've got 2 dogs of our own, plus we're going to be watching my girlfriend's mom's Golden, Carly. So if you hear anything along the sorts, it's probably the 3 of them playing. I just wanted to get that out of the way. We're going to get into the Janetta Juniors, and hopefully throughout the trend of this, I'm going to try and I'm going to do like kind of highlights of the practice and qualifying. I'm not going to show the full unedited thing unless you guys decide that you want to see it. And then I'll show the race in full and how that goes. And then as we kind of progress throughout the season, I'll probably cut down each race weekend into its own episode. So I'm going to be partially batch recording for this. But if you guys have any other options or any other ideas, feel free to let me know. And let me know. Keep me posted. Here we are. You can see the full series here. What tracks we're running: Alton Park, Foster's, Knock Hill International, Silverstone National, Donington National, and the Snetterton 200 are there. Those are the tracks we're going to be racing, at least in the first championship. I'm sure we could look. No. Well, I mean, you can kind of see it, but okay. But, so, we're going to, without any further ado, we're going to get right in, start going and doing our thing. What team should we choose? I've done this in the past. I've raced for both Shellstone, Emochi, Carsden, Machua. I won't race for Vane, only because those are kind of my arch rival, so I don't want to race for them. I want to have that competition. And now that I've said that, they're going to be one of the teams that don't get to show, because there's only 6 teams that show up in the overall standing in the roster. I think I'm going to go with I've raced for Owl too. I think I want to go with the WRB number 21 and sign that contract. And it's just finalizing our driver. And give me just a sec to blast through all of these. So we are back. I'm all geared up. I got my gloves on. We're all good and ready. We are getting ready to start here at the Alton Park. Obviously everyone's at 0 points. We haven't done any racing. So I blasted through there. You can see I've got my, well, you can't see I've got my 22 emails. My foot cam's blocking it. And you won't be able to see the team score, but we'll check up on them throughout as we're going. I'm going to do my practice and my quali. As I said before, we're going to do we'll do highlights of those. Maybe we'll run all of quali, but for the most part, the plan is to kind of chop these down to hopefully be around 30-minute videos from an hour of racing here. So, we'll see where we're at. I'm gonna be doing this 80, so 80 is the minimum of where the AI drivers can start tuning their cars and stuff, and I've got 82% aggression, and just for the fun of it, I got the restarts on. I might end up changing it, going up or down, depending on how we start doing, how I need to do, whatever. If I'm doing poor, it'll go down. If I'm doing good, it'll go up. Let's get loaded in, and I'll see ya on the other side. Alright, so we're sitting here. We just got in. The other WRB car, well, not number 4, but 4th place there, Tom Garton. So I'm looking for Gar as my teammate. And I'm gonna go right into the tuning setups. I should have some different tuning setups already set. I've done this plenty of times, or I've driven these Genettas, so I've got a couple of setups here and there. We've got the race, the practice, and the quali. So I'm gonna take the practice out, and I'll be honest, I'm not really a tuning guy. I mean, I like the tuning of the cars, but I don't really know how to do it. I rely on what knowledge I've got, plus the race engineer, to kind of get the car feeling good. I will definitely take advice in tuning. So we're gonna get on the track. Sorry for kind of over explaining things. I'm just trying to get people who aren't familiar with this good, and once we kind of get going, I'll kind of stop. We shouldn't need a pit strategy either. Apparently I've got it in 3rd. And we're gonna just kind of roll out. And again, these first batch will probably be a little bit quieter in the, or with the volume at least with the cars. Let me know if I need to turn it up or what I gotta do. I'm just kind of getting back into the Project Cars 2 thing. I've just been racing in a series online for a couple of weeks now. So I wanted to kind of get back into the career, hopefully do a series for you guys. I figured it's another nice way to get started again. Especially with the release of Project Cars 3, I wasn't a huge fan of it. So, still a little bit of that Project Cars content, but back here on Project Cars 2. Just rounding out the corner. Ah, invalidated. That's disappointing, but I guess we'll be on another warm-up lap, and that'll be okay. So I just finished up that kind of second warm-up lap. I mean, some of you keen-eyed viewers may have noticed that the green next to my tachometer and speedometer, that's because I'm running with full damage on. That's one of the things we're going to be doing this season. I've got that full customized HUD there with all of, like, you can see my brake temperatures, tire pressure, and heat on the tires. I got all, like, you can see my fuel and oil temp and tachometer, and the green bar on the tach is my accelerator. The red, that's obviously not the, like, red line, but that you saw there was my brake. And I've got my intervals / gaps to the left, on the left corner there. You can see my, well, that's part of the car, but my gear shift, or what the gear indicator up there on the dash, And then I've got the timings up on the top there. That wasn't a great lap. That's good for last. But I mean, I am talking a bit, and that's another thing. I might have to turn down the difficulty, just because this is the difficulty I'm used to just racing on. So, not really talking and driving as I would like to, but at the same time, we shall see, because I do want it to be a bit tougher on myself. Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't need to turn it down, because I'm a second and a half up, and I'm a second and a third off of first. So we shall see how that goes. Kind of rounding out the lap. I got Greenland ahead of me. He's also one of my rivals from Janetta here. Lock up a little bit, but not too bad. I put a little too much pressure on the brakes. But 2.5 seconds up. I think I need to turn the difficulty up just a wee bit. So yeah, I did it to the minimum level where they could tune their cars. But apparently I've got a nice tune here for Olton. So this first race might just be a slaughter. But this is, well, as I was just gonna say, honestly, this is my most inconsistent track as well. Oh, I was gonna bring it back in a little bit, but yet again, I've had an issue at this turn, and that's why I said I think this might be a close race. I mean, as long as I don't keep doing that, but if I have 1 or 2 of those, I should be able to hold pretty well, because I should be able to cut through the pack, I know. And I'm going to get a new set of tires just for kicks. Whatever. A new set of kicks for my car. Just because I thought you guys liked to experience a pit stop as well. I race using the authentic assists. That's what they're called. So I'm doing that. It's authentic is if a car has it, it'll let me use it. If it doesn't have it, it won't let me use it. Such as like ABS, traction control is what I mean. And this car obviously doesn't have any of them, so I'm a bit unused to it. But I'm not unused to it, but we had been driving. I forgot what class of car it was, but I know they had ABS. So I've been locking up a little bit. I only mentioned it the one time, but some of you guys that know how the car physics work will notice or will notice my lockups. And I can really show the race in any way you'd like. And I might go through the preview and record it as its own thing, hide like the menu, and upload the cinematic like race afterwards. But I don't know. I'm gonna have issues in qualifying with that turn, just because I love running a touch too wide for it. I should be able to pump in some laps around this track though, and have at least an easy podium, if not an easy win. But that just means I'll have to turn up the difficulty for the coming races, and you'll see that in the coming videos if I need to or not. Brakes are still a bit on the cold side. I can feel them. The car doesn't want to slow down so much. I know I braked real hard into there, but I don't want to invalidate, and I'm just trying to put a little more heat into the brakes. Yeah, no one's even come closer to my time. I think if I can set anything near that, I mean, I really haven't, but I've been kind of messing around here and there too. I haven't been putting in a good consistent lap. I've just been using this practice session to kind of give you guys an understanding of what this series is going to be. And I appreciate you, those that watch it. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. If you like, hit the like. Of course, all of those things. I don't really expect you to hit the notification bell. That'd be nice, but I'm just a small guy, and if you want to support, feel free to hit it, but if not, that's okay. I'm just dipping my feet back into the water. Get the little toes wet. Ah, I see. Just by some of you guys that may have seen that little wiggle of that car, the Shellstone in front of me, that they're a bit tight on that corner where I'm also having issues. I wonder if that's going to be the deciding factor of the race. Who can take that? Couple of guys running wide again. I'm in the mix with these guys on their out lap. So I'm gonna take it a bit on the slow side, just kind of keep it up with them. So after that little spin, I ended up just deciding to sit out the rest of the session. There was 3-ish minutes left, 3-ish minutes left. I just decided to kind of sit out. There was no point in taking a pit stop to try and do another lap. It was just practice. Just wanted to sit out and figure that out. But now we're going to head into qualifying. And it looks like actually Team Shellstone is going to bring the heat. I'm just disappointed that my partner looks like he's going to be in last. Second to last. Well, that's disappointing. Alright. Here we are back in quali. I'm getting ready to leave the garage. So, we're third car out on the track. Sonny Curtis and Alex Greenland beat me. Like two of the guys I would consider rivals. Alrighty. We're gonna be sitting here doing our out lap. I might just end up trying to follow Greenland. I'm gonna be able to put in a better lap, hopefully. So I want to follow him and check out his weak points, because I think he's gonna put one up decent. Top 5 at least, I would put him. So I think, and he's usually a fairly aggressive driver, he can get moves done. I think he can get an easy podium as well. So I kind of want to watch him on his flying lap, or at least one of them. Hopefully to get a little bit of analysis on him. Oh, and I invalidated my lap regardless. So that's okay. And we're just gonna follow Greenland around. I want to see what he's doing. So that was my mistake. I'm coming out of the pits again. I cut it short there. I was following Greenland around, had a bit of a mistake, but nothing too serious. But as I was coming around, I looked down at my fuel, I've got 2.9 liters in right now. I just started with 3. And I wanted to... I wanted to get down to this, so I returned to pit box and swap setups. And before the start of the race, I'll put the race trim on. I've got... This car should be fairly light, so we should be decent. And honestly, if we don't end up actually doing anything, it should be an interesting battle. We should be kind of carving through the field. I don't know what's up with the penalty thing being stuck on my screen. I just came out of the pits, so... But we all know Project Cars. It doesn't have any glitches. It's... I was going to say it's a wonderful game, sarcastically, but it is a wonderful game. I do genuinely mean that. Just... It definitely does have its glitches. I don't know how quick of a lap this is going to be. I'm still on fairly cold tires. But... And because of the things there, we can't see the delta. I don't know how I'm doing compared. My potential's a 115.2, but I also know that that can be fairly unreliable. So I don't know. I just hope to pit pole. It's a 116.1 is the fastest time at the moment, but as I just mentioned, my potential is a 115.2, so hopefully an easy smashing. Turn in, nice and early, don't run wide. Just bank in a lap. Any lap is a good lap at the moment. And 116.6 is good for 10th. Maybe I shouldn't have been bragging up how well I'm going to be doing. But that was also on cold tires, and my potential went down to a 115.1 rather than a 115.2. So I did go quicker somewhere. The delta there shows I'm 0.4 of a second up, which should be putting me near pole. So we're gonna run this. If I absolutely blast it, I'm going to end up retiring from the rest of the quali session, and I'll hop right into the race. If I need to run a couple more laps, I'll cut them, and I'll give you my final time. Or we might pop back in. Who knows? We'll see what goes on here and there. So now we're getting ready, crossing the line. 112, 13, 14, 15, 115.3. My potential just dropped to a 114.9. So that's decent. I really don't... That curb is a bugger, and I really don't want to do what I just did in the race. But I put it 0.8 up. So I'm going to return to my pit box. Well, actually, I changed my mind. I decided to bring it back a little bit early before the start of the race. I just wanted to check out where it is. Vane doesn't look so hot. The AQI Courier team looks decent. Shellstone still looks like they're struggling. I knew Greenland would probably put it in top 5, put it exactly 5th. I think he's going to be battling for a podium. I think that it's going to be fairly easy for him. Fishcorn isn't as good of a driver as Greenland, but he should be there. And the 4 kind of second drivers, I assume they are. Shellstone, my teammate in the WRB there, Garton, or Garton, and Payne and Herman. The two, like, pretty much almost inverse of the top. Actually, well, no, it's not. I thought it was mirrored for a second. I thought the whole paddock was mirrored, but it's not. But it's pretty close. So I just wanted to bring it back, and we're gonna get started with the race in just a sec.
This is the first race of your career. Remember one thing: to finish first, you first have to finish.
Ain't that the truth? Not pit limiter. Oh no. There we go. Car gets off the line. This is looking to be a good race for me. Looking to score some good points. I believe everyone gets points though in Janetta. And there's a bonus point for pole and a bonus point for fastest lap. So I've already guaranteed, well, I'm already guaranteed 2 points at least, which is good. And if I can just blast in a fast lap, that's good. And we're gonna take it a little bit more safe than I had been, both in practice and in quali. I'm not gonna try and cut anything in the race. I mean, maybe it might get a little monotonous and there might be bits cut out, but ooh, for the most part, I would like to try not to cut anything out. That was a little unsafe, but he had plenty of track. I came at the end of the curb. So, dropped a fourth first lap. That's not good. But I don't know. These first couple rounds are gonna be kind of experimental. I want to see what I can do, see if I can spice it up a bit, see how I can make it consistently interesting. Because my recording's been going for just over an hour now. And I've done practice and quali, which is 45 minutes of driving. But I did bow out of a bit of that. Plus, we've got this race is 15 minutes. There we go. That's Greenland behind me. The man I've been scared of. And Sonny Curtis. I had no idea about... I don't know what his last name is. He's just in the courier car. The AQI courier. I'm trying to read it, but it's a bit small. It looks like nother, something like that. But I don't know what country that's from, and I probably butchered it. I know ein in German and der or der, depending on, but it should be der.
Still there. Clear.
There we go. I'm kind of stretching my penalty. I'm trying to reduce my penalty, but also hold third place the best I can. Well, I don't think I'm going to get it completely reduced. Ooh. A 2-second penalty with how much I was lifting. I was right on the bumper of Curtis. I don't think that's fair. I really don't think that one's a fair call. But that's okay. We're just gonna go for it now. I've got the pace to bring it to the guys up front. It's all a matter of if I can win this race, if I can get 2 seconds ahead of Thomas there. Because like I said, I genuinely have no idea how to pronounce his last name. Absolutely no clue at all. We're gonna try and outbrake Curtis. Ooh, he turned into me. I don't know what he was doing there. I didn't move under braking, but he sure did. And let me know how you guys want this. If I'm not, for now, I'm not going to do that. The cinematic at the end. But, or as a separate video rather. But if you'd like it, let me know.
You're in a good position to take it.
I'm gonna record this one, but it won't be published.
10 minutes remaining.
That was a lockup. I almost just punted him. That was a little bump though there. On my fault. That was completely my fault. I'm a bit
Right side.
aggressive right now.
Still there. Still on your right.
There we go. I didn't want to let him have the ability to shut the door on me.
Half length back. Rear corner, left side.
There we go. Shut the door on him. Ooh, Sonny got up his inside. I was looking at my rear view to see what I can do about him.
Lead over second place is 1 second.
That's what I wanted to hear. Though, currently as it stands, my 2-second penalty will put me down into 4th. I've still got 8 minutes, so I'm not super worried, but I want to push as much as I can and see if I can't build that gap. I've got some clean air now. I'm not doing any battling. And I want to hopefully be able to put in the fastest lap of the race. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I know it's possible, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
That's your fastest lap in the race so far.
It's my fastest lap, not the fastest lap of the race. Okay. So far, I'm walking away from Eindauer. Oh, thank you, Epic Games. This is perfect. It just popped up on my screen. Cover. So my whole bottom right corner is covered now by a notification. That's not gonna go away until I exit it out. So I can't see my fuel, my speed. I can see the gear of the car by the little thing up in the car. I can see just the top, actually where you guys can't see. Covered by my webcam. So I can see, I mean, there's the little shift light on the gear shower, the gear indicator, but I can see my revs too. Well, I still suppose I got the dials in the car, but it's a bit wonky. I know my FOV is a bit weird, but it's because I'm trying to wait on my VR headset. I'm going to hopefully be ordering it within the next couple of weeks, here or there. Probably about 4 weeks. So I'd like to do what I can. And yeah. Alright, that's 7/10 up. I'm okay with that. And I can see my suspension damage as well. At least the left two. The right two are halfway cut off. Yeah, boy. Ooh, not enough brakes. Right over the rumblies. That's not helping my race. I haven't made up anything in 3 minutes. At least net-wise. In fact, I probably lost time. Well, I definitely lost time. I got passed. Oh, God. I was going for his inside. And he cut it real hard. Go.
You got one on your left.
No, I'm on the curb. Oh,
Okay, you're clear.
he lost the place. He lost 2 places. That was all him. I had the inside line. I was up on the curb. I didn't hit him. He turned it on me. However, at least where it stands, he's within 2 seconds of me. You can see the gaps down in the bottom left. So I'm, as long as he's within it, well, he's not anymore. He's about 2.2 out. Ah, oh God, the vein cars are here. Both of them. I'm in a vein sandwich.
4 minutes to go.
But you can see even 5th place is 1.4 seconds out for me. So as long, I need to be a bit quicker to get that. I don't see a possibility of winning this race, but a podium is definitely in the pipeline. If I can make the same maneuver stick. I'm not going to be able to make that one stick. Oh, yes I can. That was a real good move. That was a real good move. I want a podium. I'm gonna have to push it to my utter limit for a win, and I don't think that's going to happen. Not while talking, at least, but. And personally, the talking's more important to me.
He's 2 lengths behind you.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good.
You've extended your lead to 1 second. Good job.
However, the racing's definitely important too. Push, push, push. Any mistakes now is a podium chance gone.
Nice one. That's the best second sector so far.
Nice, that's the best second sector of anyone, that means. I should have 2 laps left. I'm 1.4 seconds ahead of second. 2.1 I saw ahead of third. So that means I should come third. Or should come second, I mean. And I'd split the pain cars.
2 minutes to go.
And I don't mind splitting the pain or the vein cars. But if I can get the chance to win, I'm gonna go for it. I think like I said, I think I've got 1 more lap after this. Assuming nothing goes wrong. And I can keep everything all together. I gotta see how far Curtis is behind me when I cross the finish line. Because that's where the gap matters. It doesn't matter when he's 0.9 ahead of me through the slow section. Or not ahead of me, behind me. I was thinking I'm 0.9 ahead or slower than my lap. That's 2 seconds there coming down the back straight.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. There's definitely 1 more lap. So that's 2 seconds there. I can't let him gain any. So he's 2.3 behind me.
Just keep it clean and tidy.
Yes, I'm looking good for the win. But I need to stay at least 3/10 ahead of Curtis. I can't lose 3/10 to him, rather. Which could be a fairly easy loss with even just topping a curb. Wrong. 10 seconds left. The race will end, and once whoever crosses the line first, which should be me, the race will end. As long as I'm ahead of, or 2 seconds ahead of Mr. Sonny Curtis at that time, it should be good. I think this is going to be a close one. Oh, 1.6, 7, 9, 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. I think that's it. I mean, he finished 2.64 seconds behind me. That's a race win. Oh my god. I know it's a cooldown lap, but I'm just excited. I'm not pushing as hard, but holy crap. Fastest lap was a 1:14.9, faster than my quali lap. I apparently just got the rhythm in. That 2-second penalty was necessary, I guess. I don't think I would have got that rhythm in without that pressure. And cutting corners and stuff doesn't really matter now. Race is over. Potential's a 1:14.2. They were setting 1:16.1s, I believe, 1:16.2s. That's good. That's really good. I'm. Oh. Alright, once I pulled my pit box, it's over. That's good first race. The Vane cars made out wonderful today. Barlow's did decent, but my guy ended up coming last in. But I'm glad I got the fastest lap, I got pole lap, and I got first. So that brings us to a nice start over the thing. Shared by the podium with the Vane cars. My teammate got last, so we're not going to be up there in the team championship. Vane is going to be number 1. So that's good. I'm 36 points I've got. And we're sitting second. That's higher than I thought. I was expecting us to be like 3rd or 4th. But I just wanted to kind of go over those points real quick. Yep, I got 37 overall for my pole and my fastest lap. And yeah, we've got 46 points, 10 points behind the Vane cars, as long as we can kind of wrap it up and maybe the Vane cars have a mistake. We'll be sitting pretty. I'd just like to say thank you guys for watching. That was something, an incredible comeback. After that 2-second penalty, I thought I was done. I thought I was completely and utterly done. But I edged it out, only just for the win, the fastest lap in the pole, maximum points. Yay. And I would say that's a crazy drive from Daniel Payne, too. He brought it, I think he came from 10th all the way up. That's, what? Brought his team up to 1st overall. That's a, I think we would still have 1st, only just. I think it'd be a close battle between us. But he did it. I'm a little bit disappointed in my teammate. I mean, to be fair, he only did lose 1 position, but that's still last. So, I'm excited for Knockhill coming around next time out. I know the track decently well. I think I can put in a good result. I was a bit cocky here today. I mean, ended up making out on it at least. But definitely could have gone a lot worse. I'm gonna try to have to get better. I might turn up the difficulty next round, because that was a fairly easy pole, but I did have some decently good battling, so I don't know if it'll be up too much. Or, I don't know if it'll be up at all. I got our cinematic recap. I think I'm gonna put that up, give it a little edit, put it up. Not 100% sure, so if it's not up, I decided not to. But I just wanted to thank you all for watching. Make sure to drop a subscribe for more of this. If you'd like to see how the journey continues, feel free to give me any sort of advice or suggestions in the comments. I'll take them on any video. I'll read them, just as long as you drop them. And if you liked, press the like button. And up to you if you want to press the follow or the little notification bell. So, thank you very much. And I'm going to wrap it up for now. See you guys later.